All right, guys, I had a little bit of an epiphany. I was looking at some numbers, reading some posts in one of the groups that I'm in, and somebody was talking about how they're doing things. They've been doing different nutrition things, exercise things over the past couple of years to try and improve their body composition, their weight, not their body composition, their weight, and complaining that everything they've tried has made them heavier and they can't seem to keep the weight off. They're eating more, they're eating more protein, they're doing all these things, they're exercising, they're working out, and they can't keep the weight off. This is another example of why your weight can mess you up. All right. When you look at pictures of this person, you look at them and you talk to them and you get their mindset about where they are with weight, you realize they are drastically undernourished and underweight. They need that weight. Their body is putting the weight on because it needs it. They're not healthy where they are right now. Their mindset about what they want to look like and what their weight should be is off. Their perception is screwed up. Okay? It happens all the time. I see it all the time. I'm trying to lose weight. I got to fit into these clothes, or I got to do X, Y, or Z. And your expectation and your perception is off. So what you're actually trying to target is unhealthy. You're not, it's the opposite of the love your body when you're overweight and overweight is healthy mindset. It's the opposite of that, is super skinny, super tiny, very small is where I want to be. That's not any healthier than being 40, 50, 60 pounds overweight. Neither spectrum is good. You want to be where your body is operating efficiently and your quality of life is not affected by by the things that you're doing to try to look a certain way. It's not about looks, guys. It's not. I don't know how often I can express that. It's not about how much you weigh. We talk about body composition all the time. I'm always talking about how your body fat percentage and your lean mass is more important than how much you weigh. And here's what I want to break this down a little bit to give you an idea of how that works. Okay, so I'm going to throw a general number and I'm going to say 20%. Everyone's a little different, and optimal is going to be different for everybody, but because it makes the math a little easier and it's a generally good number that most people need to get to. I think if you can get to 20% body fat, then you are well above average in your range of health and how your body's functioning. Okay? So let's talk about 20%. If you can get to 20% body fat, okay, think about what that means. That means whatever you weigh, it doesn't matter, whatever you weigh, okay, 20% of the weight of your body is fat tissue. It's adipose tissue, okay? That means if you weigh 150 pounds, you have 30 pounds of fat. If you weigh, if you weigh 125 pounds, you have 25 pounds of fat. If you weigh 200 pounds, you have 40 pounds of fat. Okay, that's what we're looking at. So if, regardless of the weight, let's just look at 20%. Okay, that is a 4-to-1 ratio. Remember this: 4-to-1 ratio of lean mass. That's everything that's not fat to how much fat you actually have on your body. 4-to-1. If that is a generally optimal range that you want to get to, then where are you now? And when you're thinking about, I feel like I'm too heavy, I need to lose weight, stop for a second and try to get an in-body scan, get a DEXA scan, do something that gives you an idea of where you actually are in that ratio. Most people are going to be high on the range of fat. They're going to have 25, 30, 38% body fat, and their lean mass is probably going to be lower than it needs to be. That ratio is skewed, 2-to-1, 1-to-2, something like that. I've seen all kinds of different ratios where the lean mass is way lower and the body fat is way higher. Okay, remember, you want 4-to-1, 4 parts lean mass, 1 part body fat. That's what you're shooting for. If you feel like you are gaining weight and you're not happy with that weight gain, 99.9% of the time, it's because your body is adding lean mass because you were not eating enough and you were undernourished. Most of the time, almost every single time, particularly if you're increasing your protein and you start working out and building muscle. If you are gaining weight Most of the time, it's because your body needs it to be healthy. Stop looking at the scale, okay? Your body fat mass, the amount of pounds of body fat you have, can go down and your weight can go up and you're fine. Stop looking at the weight. So, keeping in mind what that means is when you're talking about getting healthy, you can manipulate two different factors. It's not always about fat loss. There are two ways that you can improve your health: losing body fat, building muscle. Too often in society, all we think about is I need to lose fat, I need to lose fat, I need to get lean, I need to get my clothes to fit tight, looser, whatever, better. The emphasis on losing fat is overdone. I think in many cases it's overdone. It's the impact of building muscle is so underrated, and the things that it does for your metabolism, for your health, for your hormones, just it makes your body function better. The more lean mass you have, the better you function, the healthier you are, the less chance you have of getting injured. So many things benefit in your life from having more lean mass and more muscle. Okay? Remember this, guys. 4-to-1 ratio, 4-to-1 lean mass to fat. You're shooting for basically a 20% body fat, right? Body fat mass on your body. And that gives you a starting point to look at your weight in a different perspective. Is that ratio where it needs to be? If you're not happy with your weight, fix the ratio and your weight will be where it needs to be for your health. Okay? Don't go the other way around. Too many times we look at our weight and then try to make adjustments, but it's not telling us what to do, where we need to make that focus. If we look at that ratio, we can say, my focus needs to be on fat loss, my focus needs to be on lean mass building. Many cases, it's both at the same time. You can do one or the other, take your turn, whatever, but you need to do both in most cases. Very few people have more lean mass and can just worry about body fat percentage. Most people need to do both, and that will fix your health. It will make you feel better. It will make your clothes fit better. It will make you look better and do all of the things that you're trying to do faster than if you just look at health and get frustrated all the time or look at weight because you're getting frustrated all the time because your weight's not where you think it needs to be. The ratio will tell you where you need to be. Look at that first, and then you'll start moving the direction you want to move. All right? I hope that helps a little bit. Remember, reframe your perspective, reframe your mindset. It's not about weight. It's about function of your body, and you can determine that by fat and lean mass and that ratio. All right? Hope that helps, guys. Always, if you have questions, just hit me up, and I'll answer what I can. See ya.